Are you looking to master door knocking? Are you looking to be the door knocking wizard and literally make sales left and right, get people's information left and right, make people laugh and all that fun stuff? And this is the video for you. I personally have knocked on over 100,000 residential doors in my sales career. It's probably close to 120 to 130 or maybe even more. I lost count at this point. However, today I'm gonna break down some simple tools to help you. And this goes far beyond just the basics like the script and what to say and all that stuff, right? We're gonna get into the deeper side of it that you're only gonna learn from experience. So let's jump right in. My name is BC, leader of a nationwide real estate team, sales coach and all that fun stuff. And I'm here to help you and make you better, all right? Number one, there is no perfect time. I get sick of this debate with people. What you need to do is commit to minimum. I would always recommend you knock at least 100 doors when you go out, right? If you're in most places, unless you're like in a rural town where there's a lot of farms and there's like a mile between each house, right? Or you're in a condominium building where maybe it's restricted. I'm talking about the classic residential areas. If you go, hit 100 doors. Stop with the 5 doors, 10 doors, 20 doors nonsense to break it in or get started. Look, we have to leave the weakness and the softness behind. Everybody's scared when they start. Everybody's hesitant. That is normal. You cannot use that as an excuse. We're not removing ourselves from a drug addiction here. We're looking to become a master door knocker. And the quickest way to not be a rookie, the quickest way to get better, the quickest way to get over the jitters and nerves is to do massive exposure going out there and door knocking, meaning knocking on a lot of doors. If you knock on 100 doors, by the end of that first session, you'll learn a lot, you'll feel a lot better, you'll accomplish a lot more, you'll talk to a hell of a lot more people, and you'll get all those starter jitters out of your way. Because if you only knock a couple doors and then you stop, you're just gonna be up here thinking the whole time. We need you taking more action and not thinking as much. Now, why am I saying there's not a perfect time? Well, I myself have experimented with this throughout my whole career. Cities that require permits, cities that don't require permits, knocking early in the morning between 8 a.m. to 12 noon, knocking in that middle afternoon, 12 to 3 or 4 p.m. slot, knocking exclusively in the evenings into the later times, right? Like in the summer when the sun goes down at 8:30, because I would always recommend that you guys stop as soon as the sun starts going down, right? Even if that's earlier during the winter. But I've experimented and I've always seen that it evens out, meaning the most important thing will be your consistency and the fact that you pick that time and that you stick with it every day. Stop with the random advice that people give you. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. 99% of the people giving you advice about this and other stuff in your life have no business giving you that advice. It's just their opinion or how they feel or what they think is going to be the right way. So if your schedule tells you to knock at night and that's what you want to do it. If you want to do it in the morning, do it. You want to do it in the afternoon from 12 to 3 or 4 or whatever, then do it. Just stick with it. Stop trying to microanalyze it. Pick that window, which I recommend it's at least 3 hours, and knock at that time every single day. That's what I did for years in my sales career when I started out, and it worked wonders. I got duplicatable, repeatable results, and I started getting better, tracking and measuring my numbers, and I started getting really good results. So pick that time, stick with it, hit at least 100 doors. All right, let's continue. Number 2, and this is a big one, is your attitude. Attitude. How many of you are looking at door knocking and already doubting it? How many of you are already saying, well, I'm not a people's person and I'm shy and I'm an introvert and I'm this and that? Look, if you already come in doubting the game and not giving it your full effort and coming in with good faith, then you're gonna fail, right? Your attitude is everything. Why? Before you even walk up to a home, before you knock on a door, everybody in the neighborhood is watching you like a hawk. Are you walking around suspiciously or like this with your head down and your hands in your pockets, or are you looking scared and nervous and upset? What does that say? Hey, this person doesn't belong in this neighborhood. What are they gonna do? Call the cops, call their neighbors, and warn people. If you're walking around comfortable, smiling, head up, they might say, well, who is that? But they're not gonna be suspicious of your activity or involvement in the neighborhood. And this is key, because a lot of that has to do with your attitude. If you're sitting there arguing with yourself, man, this shit's not gonna work, and oh man, I had a bad day, and you know, my mom is mad at me, and that's the wrong stuff. Then physiologically, right? Your physiology is gonna be exuding all the wrong things, okay? Same thing with the interactions at the door. A lot of people will have one bad interaction, or they'll come across one person who's a jerk, and suddenly everybody's mean, you shouldn't door knock, it's not gonna work, and everyone's gonna be upset at you. Or you guys will see in the comment section here in a lot of my videos, random people watching the videos complaining, don't knock on my door, I wish you would come to my door, I'll slam the door in your face or I'll slap you, right? It's stupid. I can tell you, again, having knocked on that many doors, over 100,000, the amount of times that I've had, somebody go really out of their way is small in percentage. So if I talk to 100 people, no more than 2 or 3 might be like overly mean or upset or whatever. And that's a small percentage. But what happens? You focus on that and you allow it to ruin your attitude and throw off your emotional state, which is what you don't want. Okay? So check your attitude. And this is where coaching and training and support comes in. I do offer all of that. It's in the description, as well as a lot of free resources, which you guys can check out, or you can leave a comment below and I'll link it to you in a comment. Okay? Let's continue. Number 3, bad-ish will happen. I've had weapons pulled on me. I've been threatened. I've had cops called on me, right? I've had cops actually handcuff me while I was door knocking, right? I've been threatened at the door. I've had neighbors follow me and say, you're a weirdo, get out of the neighborhood. I mean, I've seen it all. I've had dogs run at me, chase me, run to the door. Anything you guys could think of or dream of in regards to something bad happening while you go door to door over my career has happened. And I can tell you, I survived. And again, it was such a small percentage of my total experience door knocking that it ended up becoming negligible, because the vast majority of my interactions were good, neutral, positive, right? Or just neutral, right? I knock, they're not interested, we talk, I move on. Very few times are you gonna deal with people who are over the top, angry, will threaten you, will brandish a firearm or a weapon. That's rare, okay? And with the amount of experience that I have, over 100,000 knocked, I can tell you again, that percentage is very, very small. So it's going to happen. The reason I'm saying it is so that you accept it and you know that eventually it's gonna happen. I'll never forget, I was brand new in the real estate industry going door to door. I'm a couple months in, I'm doing well. A new girl joins the office and I'm like, hey, you know what? Come with me, I'll teach you about door knocking. We literally leave the office and door knock on a neighborhood right next to our office. The first door we knock on, dude's a total dick. Yells at us, right? Super aggressive. And it leaves her shocked, right? Which didn't surprise me, okay? Now the rest of the session, we knocked 100 doors. Everyone else was offering us water, being nice, chatting us up. I mean, out of the 30 people we talked to, 29 were almost like taken out of like a storybook in regards to how well they treated us. But what did she do? She focused on the first dude, the jerk. Kept talking about it, kept complaining about it. She suddenly labeled door knocking as people are mean and they're gonna hurt you. 2 weeks later, she was out of the sales industry and out of the business. Because she allowed one bad moment to consume her and overtake everything else. That cannot be you. And what I find is all the bodies that you find, right, sprawled on the side of this path of success, especially when it comes to door knocking, are filled with people that let one bad moment or 2 ruin everything for them. Because all they did was focus on it, blow it up, and then it took them away from staying focused and doing what they need to do. Okay? Number 4, collect people's information, right? I don't care what industry you are watching this. A lot of times, you're not gonna make that first sale on the spot, even if you sell like a product or a service that people buy on the spot. The lion's share of the time, even if you're really good, you're not gonna sell right away. So make sure that you're playing the short-term and the long-term game. This is a huge mistake that I made. Play the long-term game. Make sure that you make the sales that you can. However, collect people's information. Great, if you decide to do something in a year from now, I'd love to help you out. Why don't we do this? Why don't we exchange information and stay in touch? You have a business card? They'll hand you a business card. If they don't, great, I'll text you my information so you have it. What's the number? And start with the area code. You say it, look down at your phone, they'll finish the number for you. There you go. That methodology of getting somebody's phone number will get you their number 9 out of 10 times or more. Bingo, right? Build your business short and long-term focused. Build your database, build your future database, and guess what? Then you'll literally graduate out of having to hustle day to day to where now the people that you've already met will start feeding you business, especially for you realtors watching me. This is for everybody, but especially the realtors who watch, because this is something that people fail. When you're new and you're hungry, you want that commission, so you're only looking short-term. That's how I was. And when you're only focused short-term, all the work that you're doing today will not pay you off in the future because you're just looking for that home run. Set yourself up for the future, okay? Let's continue. Stop being cheesy, right? We watch old movies, we watch people who aren't really well versed in sales, people who are in theory, not in practice, right? They only read books or think about this stuff and they never go out in the field and test it. They'll give you a bunch of BS. Oh, you need to build rapport by talking about their front lawn and how you like it. Look, be direct, be clean in your communication, be genuine, be authentic. You don't have to BS to sell to people. They would much rather appreciate you being direct and even probably more aggressive than being cheesy and doing the whole dropping a $5 bill and, oh, look, you dropped a $5 bill to try to build rapport. Stop. You build rapport subconsciously and consciously by being a great communicator. You don't build rapport by stepping away from the sales process to build rapport and then coming back to it. Only rookie salespeople or non-expert communicators are going to try to teach you that. If done correctly, you build rapport, have great communication, the sale moves forward all together. This is why I've always told people selling and building relationships at the highest level goes hand in hand. It's not two separate things. Somehow, I think the last 10 years, because people don't really study communication, they've just come out and said, well, I don't sell, I just build relationships. You can do both if you put in the time and effort and you learn the skills, straight up, okay? So make sure that you're not cheesy. All these lines like, well, would it offend you if I blah, 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 and excuse me, and I'm sorry to bother you. That's all cheesy stuff. Again, that's not proper communication. Learn from people who are gonna teach you real stuff. Let go of the cheesy, the outdated stuff, the movie stuff. It's not gonna work, all right? And lastly for this video, document and track. Document, meaning social media. Document yourself. Take stories, take pictures, like I used to do. They deleted all my old platforms where, all the old antique type of posts were, so I could show you guys, unfortunately. However, document it. Put it on social media, help yourself grow your brand by showing people what you're doing day in and day out. And in addition to that, I wrote track. Track the neighborhoods and places that you're hitting, right? Track your numbers, how many people you're talking to, how many doors you're hitting, how many leads you're generating, how many appointments you're setting, how many sales you get. Because then when we track that and we create a future business plan for you, we can start to see what your numbers and conversion rates are. Then we have metrics to look at, base our calculations on, and then we have the information that we need to help you improve. And this is why, again, I'm going to reiterate, you guys need coaching and training and help and systems and support. Because if I'm going to tie a bow on this video, I'm going to say, stop trying to figure it out yourself. Work with the experts and let us help you, because we've been there and done that, right? And looking back now, had I had somebody coach me when I was door knocking, it would have saved me a ton of time and heartache. Now, I had a coach when I started, right? But they weren't specific to sales, right? It was just a general coach. I probably should have gotten two, right? So, to reiterate, there's no perfect time. Number 2, your attitude. Check your attitude. Number 3, bad-ish is going to happen to you. Number 4, collect people's information. Number 5, stop being cheesy. And lastly, document what you're doing on social media, but track your numbers too, so you have something to build upon from, so in the future, you get better, okay? That's it for this one, guys. Like I mentioned before, all the free resources I have are in the description, and you can leave me a comment and I'll send it to you. Those of you seeking more sales, training, support, coaching, and that type of stuff, I offer 2. If you're looking for something very affordable and you're new, I have what's called the Agagi program, like the Spartan Agagis, right? And then if you're really a top-notch salesperson, you're a little bit more experienced, or you have the funds ready to invest in serious coaching, I have what's called Distinguished Agent, which is my top-tier program that I offer to people, okay? All this stuff in my website is in the description. Appreciate you stopping by. Leave a thumbs up. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.